Big Rivers Waterpark and Adventure Park is arguably the Houston area's largest amusement park, as it is the only countdown to require a top 25. With a mixture of water slides, dry activities, zip lines, and fairground rides, this park has a bit of everything. But what attractions are my favorite? Find out in this video. Of note, I will include the upcharge aerial activities, as I was able to experience most of them on my Extreme Season Pass. Hawks Glide, the second zipline course, was closed most if not all of the 2024 season, so I was unable to experience it. I also was not able to complete the Vulture's Dive, as staring down from that tower was too much for me to then push myself off, so I cannot adequately rank it. Being forced to do it as a one-off activity instead of at the end of ziplining as I've done in Thailand really makes that initial jump hard for me to do, but man was there adrenaline pumping. Hashling Hills is also excluded as it is strictly for kids. My visits occurred before the large drop tower was up and operating, so I was not able to experience that, but it should be a great addition to the park. Or the new for 2025 kiddie rides. The Christmas lights and event at Big Rivers is also fantastic, but this ranking is only including the permanent attractions and not the seasonal attractions such as those found at Big Rivers Christmas or the new for 2024 upcharge Halloween event. Number 25. Big Al's Petting Zoo. There's nothing too special about this petting zoo, but it doesn't hurt to stop and pet the animals while saying hi to the friendly staff members at the barn in the back of the park. Number 24. Samba Balloons. You can get your balloon spinning at a decent clip if you'd like, so the shrine mixes a nice amount of spinning with a little bit of up and down that gives you the small twinge of thrills. Number 23. Gator Interaction. Next to the petting zoo barn, you can see alligators. Just being able to take photos and check these animals out was something truly special. As Gator Bayou was the original separate name for the adventure park, there's just something special about this little exhibit. Number 22. Texas Twister. This ride allows you to get spinning and dizzy at a nice clip. In the hot sun, it isn't exactly what I'm looking for when it comes to a thrill ride, especially as I'm not looking to get too dizzy. But it does its job, and those looking to come off dizzy should enjoy this much more than I do. Number 21. Boca Chica Bay. This wave pool is large and relaxing, though it is in the hot sun. Being able to watch the zipline overhead is a nice touch as well, and the waves can rock you a bit. It isn't anything too special, but a nice way to relax in this type of pool. Number 20. Bullseye Archery. I'm pretty bad when it comes to archery, but it is nice to get in some practice, especially since there's normally not a line for this at all. Number 19. Blazing axes. Having axe throwing included is also pretty neat, and I can enjoy throwing them a bit more than the arrows. I'm still not too great at hitting the target, so it is just something enjoyable to do while I pass by, but not something I actively seek out on my visits to Big Rivers. Number 18. Rio GRAND River. With little shade or theming around the lazy river, I was thinking I wouldn't like it too much, but you can use it as a transportation ride between water slides and other parts of the park, or just as a nice way to relax in the water on a tube, and I've been in the lazy river a lot more than I thought I would be this season. Number 17. Mystic Forest Maze. This is a pretty nice maze, and being able to collect the letters M-A-Z-E adds a nice Donkey Kong style touch to this maze. Number 16. Cougar's Climb. There are two different rock climbing courses. One is more intermediate and the other is pretty difficult. If you're looking for a challenge, then these would be enjoyable, but for me, They both physically wore me out. Seemed a bit too hard compared to the others that I've tried, and with only 3 falls, this may not be the best value if you pay for it as an upcharge. Number 15, Rolling Thunder. The coaster that puts this park on the map is relatively poor. The spinning cars of the FBF spinner can spin a bit more than average, but that still doesn't do much for the overall ride experience. The hamster wheel offers a bit of a thrill and helps this coaster get a higher rating from me. But if you get stuck upside down on the turns, it can also really hurt your head. I will be happy that I don't have to pay per ride for this coaster, but other than that, it's pretty basic. Number 14, Screaming Eagles. This ride offers some nice whip, as even on a quieter day, you should get some wind knocking you about. The quick changes of direction while being suspended in the air offers solid thrills that seem a bit more than average for these types of rides. Overall, this is a nice centerpiece family attraction for the fairgrounds. Number 13, Colorado Racers. This is a basic mat racer with not much of a drop at the end. These are, though, usually one of my favorite water slides. The dark tunnels make it hard to see, though some offer a bit more drop and speed feeling than others, and this ride has re-ride value trying to figure out which of the colors you like best. Number 12, Racoon Run. This is just the lower level of the ropes course and is a great beginner's introduction to the ropes courses and zip lines at the park. Some of the obstacles are a tight squeeze for a full-sized adult, but this should be great for young kids or smaller adults. Number 11, Gator Splash. Normally, water play structures do not rank highly for me, as they're mainly family attractions that I try to stay away from, or they have rather simple water slides for kids. Gator Splash, however, is at the heart of this park and offers body slides with a bit more to them, but still appealing to those that might be scared of the larger water slide offerings at the park. With no other mild slides for those scared of the larger ones, this collection of 8 slides is great for kids and adults alike. Here is how I rank the slides. Number 8, the double open slide, as it is really small. Number 7, Pink Slide or Cypress. This one seemed really slow, though is a crowd favorite. Orange Slide or Cedar. This felt a bit slow as well. Number 5, Light Pink. This was small but fast and forceful. Number 4, Green Slide or Highland. You built up some speed for the turns. Number 3, Dark Blue Slide or Buffalo. This built up some speed for the turns while being forceful. Number 2, Light Blue Slide or Amande. It has a nice drop towards the end, which is different from the other slides. Number 1, Blue Slide or Pecan. I got the best speed around the turns on this slide, making it a step above the rest. Number 10, Bayou Bounce. This new for 2024 attraction fills an awesome niche for the park by offering a nice family ride that gives thrill seekers a non-spinning ride in the fairgrounds. This is larger than other kiddie drop towers and offers that wonderful drop feeling that these towers can. The worst part of this ride is it will likely have a rotating operator, so it is not the easiest to keep riding again and again. Number 9, SPINdle Top. This inverting pendulum runs a short cycle, but you can always get back in line or simply ask the operator to go again. The warm-up swings are nice as they offer a little bit of airtime, but it is still a rather controlled swing. The rotations over the top don't do much except some mild hang time, but that's pretty consistent with the genre for this type of ride. Number 8, Frio Falls. This larger body slide has some nice forces on the helix, but does hurt my back some, which is why it is easily my least favorite of the larger slides. Falcon's Flight. Going on zip lines is always a thrill, but these are fairly basic with only 3 stages. The ones over the wave pool and the lake have nice visuals, but I'm always a bit nervous that I'm going to run out of speed and have to pull myself up for the final bit of the course, especially if the walker doesn't grab me at the end of the line. This is nice for an included activity, but I'm not sure if it is worth an upcharge price, especially for a large group, as it is a rather basic zipline, which is why I don't rank it higher in these rankings. Number 6. Sabine Scream. With its large straight down drop, this slide is intimidating, but once you push yourself over the edge, it's just a solid rush without being too crazy. Number 5. Pecos Plunge. The double down on this slide gives you a bit of airtime in the middle, causing this slide to be scarier and do more than the large drop on Sabine Scream. This isn't crazy airtime like I get at Siam Amazing Park on their body slide, but it is a solid thrill body slide. Number 4. Storm Surge. This ride routinely has the longest wait in the park, about 30 to 40 minutes, as people really want to experience the half pipe on this family raft slide. The park does limit rafts to 3 people, but since you can swing a lot if you have a heavier raft, this is understandable. As a single rider, I never had a problem teaming up with a group of 2 while waiting. The rafts also do not spin much, so if you leave the station going backwards, you will likely experience the whole layout backwards, which is a nice touch for both those scared to ride and those looking to have a strong thrill-seeking experience. The beginning part gives some nice swings, but does depend on how heavy your overall raft is. The final half pipe is pretty subpar compared to similar rides, as you don't go too high or get too much rocking. Number 3. Comal Crush. This seems like the smaller family raft slide, but I've enjoyed my rides a bit more on it, possibly because I've gone backwards more on it. The first half offers some wild swings where your raft will go a little bit off of the slide itself, and the final drops offer a really nice punch. Stay to the left on the stairs and you should be able to board this raft slide fairly quickly, as it does not always have a long line. Number 2. Eagle Challenge. This ropes course offers 3 different levels of activities for what can be a long experience, as well as a bunch of challenges that will test your balance and fear of heights. Most of the aerial activities at Big Rivers seem rather simple for what they are, but Eagle's Challenge has that extra length that makes it something you can enjoy conquering. Number 1. Wild Isles 2.0. Closed for most of the 2024 season, Big Rivers was finally able to create a new version of the Wild Isles inflatable course on the lake. Not only is this a great setting, making you feel like you're back at summer camp in the heart of the woods, but the need to balance and have a bit of fear of falling in the water combines to create a one-of-a-kind experience for a water park. You're also generally free to stay out on this course for a very long time, normally around 30 minutes, which makes the queue line slow, but allows you to really enjoy this activity once you're on it. This activity is likely better for younger kids with energy and those who are a bit more physically fit, as some of the climbing and balancing can take a bit out of you. Which rides and activities do you like best at Big Rivers Waterpark and Adventure Park? Do you feel like this park has the deepest lineup in the Houston area? Let me know. And as always, Kapkun Krap.